Hello, everybody. Let me put this hat on. Put this hat on for the first time ever, guys. So, go through that through. Can't be asked. Let me do something else, actually. Alright. Alright. Why is my fucking hairline so shit? Like, but that's so shit as well. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Why not? My fucking hairline's actually fucked. Alright. There we go. So, fuck. I'm a fucking biceps kill, man. Like, watch this. Just so. Oh, fuck no. Just so. Like, fuck yeah. Oh, I don't even need to do that. Like, basically. Yeah, so basically, after the gym, it's easy to show with it like fully off. So like, yeah, when you obviously when you finish the gym, right? Obviously, it depends what you train, but like, yeah, when it's the gym, like, fucking biceps predominantly. At this point, biceps, right? Obviously, this is the muscle you train, and this is the shit that's fucking fucked. But then also this area, it's fucking kills, and then this area, which is basically called the wrist flexors, and then on this side it's called the wrist extensors, wrist flexors, right? So, anyways, so even on these, I'm like, oh, fucking kills, and then up here as well, it's fucking all the way up, because obviously what we were doing, me and my brother, we were basically just kind of like this, woof, and just kind of like that. Obviously, it fucking kills. Like even now, they're like that, fucking. And what I'm trying to say is basically, when you have your arms like this throughout the day, or even like this, or just down, like when you properly extend them like this, like let's just say it fucking kills, like really fucking bad. But when I try and straighten that fucker, too much, like it's kind of like when you're stretching your hamstrings and you go like that with your obviously hamstrings is a bit different and you can feel it and you're just like it's like that basically, which is like it's a good pain, but it's I don't know, it's just one of those, ain't it? Like even trying to get back up to this, it's like but overall it's not that deep. It's just I don't know. Oh no. But yeah, let's get into it. So what are we doing? So I mean I've had to do some stuff, writing up like a whole sort of paragraph and stuff. So that took me a while. 8,000 words. I've already saved it, I think. Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna get into the trading aspect because this is what the journey's about, right? That's another part of my life, but this is also another part. Fuck. It's such a pain. Like it's painful. Like it hurts, but it's nice. Strange, I know. Anyways, yeah. So market-wise, there's literally nothing to take. Like literally with the EU, I think we took this one on trade earlier. We were basically trading even these sessions. Obviously they got liquidated or whatever, but I guess throughout the whole of today, trading EU's kind of been shit. If anything, you're looking for buys, but like you're not going to be looking for buys here. Make sense? So if we trying to just clear this, and this was also another buy I was looking at, and I was took that, but if we just look at price action like directly from here, right? What do we have? And sometimes it's just better to have a clean thing on your chart rather than having patterns and show that. So obviously, if we just take a look, right, we have this high getting broken by this, right. Now what realistically caused this to be broken? Like what low inside of basically this range to what? What was the lowest point before this got broken? This is basically how you would teach smart money, or how I would teach smart money. It's a very, very smart concept, and a lot of people don't understand it, but it's basically looking at a certain high, predicting where it would go from it. Right, so we can see this. This was the low that broke what, this high. So this low, right, after this high gets broke, is our basically our save point. I like to call it, but it's basically an area where there's going to be some deep mitigation, and this happens, right? Not all the time, sometimes it'll just fall straight through, but if you have market dynamics bringing these prices up, what caused this break right from here, the price came down into what, these zones. So if anything, before this broke this level, right, because we basically broke this level, where are we looking, what is our range? Well, technically here, from here to here is our range, right? But obviously, when we were coming to this point, right, what I was just mentioning, what caused this break, right, this low. So this low is where we're looking, but at this point, this low is what we're looking to take this high. Now the low only comes down to this, right, on this side, right, maybe into this zone, and then it rallies up to take liquidity, right? Makes sense? And that's a very, very simple concept of how it just moves, right? Now, obviously, a lot of people get confused because they look at this chart and they go, okay, we have price doing this, but they don't look, like, the thing is you have to envision the actual direction rather than just getting caught up in this bullshit and this bullshit and even this bullshit, because what's the overall direction, right? Come before this, like, what's the overall direction? This, right? Or even this, up to this level, and then what? This, right? And that happens, right? As we've already been presented with that structure, but it's difficult sometimes. But it's let's just say it's possible if you pay attention. Okay, but then that's just to basically leverage yourself in terms of trading, because and actually what I mean by that is, so you had this liquidation of this high, so what could you be expecting? You could be expecting price to what? It could come into this zone, it could, but with how currently price is moving, no, probably not. So what are we expecting? Mitigation is inside of this zone, right, from here to here, we get it, right? Now, someone could say we absorbed, right, and what could we be doing? Could be looking for buys off of what? MBs, right? So realistically, where's our real strong swing point, right? Where is it? Right. Like, realistically, it's here to here. Now we do break this high, and this would be our stop loss, and this would be our entry. So we would basically lose this trade if you were to take that. Or what you could be looking for is this zone. Right here, it starts from this here to here. Okay, now you can just drag this. Okay, now as we can see, it mitigates, and what happens? We get this breakdown, we get this break all the way up. We could use this as the move up, right? Or we could use that entire move, but again, those are pretty big moves. If anything, we're looking for what? This break up, okay? We could be using this. Now what are we doing? We're retesting into these zones, and as soon as we break, right? As soon as we break, now it could be this close here. What do? We long, and where is our stop loss? It's off of this, where we've basically retested it multiple times, right? Now where, before we even look to the left, where is our target? Technically it's this very top, but you don't have to do wicks, you can do just before. So where's the close? Right here. Okay, and that gives you what? 40p. However, you could, again, this is valid, target this. Now what happens if we just follow price? See? Comes and it takes. Okay? And that's a 1 to 6.7. 6.4 I think. 6.47. So that's a very nice win. Okay? Now, after we take that profit, because we're only targeting this, right? We get this breakdown, cool. What does this mean? Does it mean we're entering buys over this? Well, no. As we already mentioned, what caused this? This low. Right? This is the low point. This is the high. Anything inside of this can be intermediary structure, right? So we aren't really looking for buys over here, and a lot of people might get confused. They're like, well, technically this was the last one, so we should be looking for buys over here, which is valid, but at the same time it's not, in my opinion. Just by the way I'm looking at the overall structure, how it's being moved and presented. Right, so no. But when we get, right, this, right, price comes up, it basically absorbs, right, and then it comes straight down, right, at that point, right here, it comes up, it breaks straight down, okay, it breaks up, and as soon as it breaks this here, right, so here, I would be looking for short from here to here, and I'd be looking to potentially be taking it into what? This zone, where it pretty much is, right? Although because we had this, actually, I think this would be more valid of an entry. Okay. Now we could also be targeting, if we just zoom in, we could be targeting over this liquidity, right? But we could also be targeting, I mean, the entire liquidity areas, because this got liquidate. This would be the last liquidity point. It would be this because I got liquidated, right? But again, you could also be targeting this point, right? It all depends on what you want to target. But it overall runs, this is another valid one, 1 to 5. Or, again, if you're bearish, you could be looking to target this entire low, or in fact, this low and this low, right? So in fact, I'd be targeting this, right? Obviously that doesn't run, because as we already know, it's bullish, right? But this could be our target. And what happens? It comes in, it taps it, it liquidates them, takes them out of the market, and then what? Shoots straight up. And that's how market moves, right? Now at this point, obviously, when market price comes into here, we're looking for what? We're looking for buys. In fact, we're looking for buys from here, right? Price doesn't tap in. We're probably looking for it here. It goes straight through, and then it bounces up, and then we're looking for buys, but we don't get any options. Break down, break up. Okay, we don't get any breaks. Remember, this would be our first MB. Break again. Again, we don't get anything. We break down again, and what do we have? Right, this break up, this up move, this break, this retest. Right, and we could do it off this close, this being our stop loss, and what being our target. This. Right. Now again, it does run higher, but I'm just showing examples of how we can take trades. Now we could quickly, take 2 seconds, head over to, again, we don't really need a specific pair, right? We could be doing the SP 500, I don't trade the SP 500, but again, it doesn't matter. Right? So I could literally scroll to a random point in the SP 500, so 1 minute time frame, okay? I don't need to really be looking at higher time frames, but it does help, obviously. But again, I can come over to here, I can click replay, okay? And then we're going to find out exactly what price action is at. Right, so what does it look like really? Bullish. Right, it's bullish. Right, we could be looking for the price to come down into here, but current price action is bullish, okay? Now we have came into the zone. So realistically, what does that mean? Now what actually caused this break? Right, we want to be looking for more structure, okay? Not sure what these zones did, but deeper into here we did. So if anything, we could be waiting for price to come down a bit more. Okay. Now we could Okay, we could be looking for buys off of here, but might come down a bit more. Okay, which it did. Okay, and it came into this. Now again, we could again looking for buys now. So what do we get? This breakdown, this break up with the wick, get this breakdown, and we get a liquidation. But again, we want a strong up move like this, and then this, right? As soon as it basically breaks, right, would be our entry, and essentially this would be our stop loss, and then this would be our target. Okay. Now that's our 1 to 2. Let's just see how it plays. Okay. Now that comes and basically stops us out. Now there's loads of reasons to why that could happen, liquidations or whatever. But again, we're still looking for buys. Break down, break up, and there's retest, and then what? It's breaking structure higher. Right, so again, we're looking for what? Buys. Now again, this could stop us out again, but it's a 1 to 2, right? Which basically means if I lose 2, it doesn't matter, right? Again, we're still looking for buys. So if we look at this last point, we just break up, just break down, and as soon as it breaks this, we take. Okay, so we're looking at about this point. This is our stop loss, and what? This is our high. Okay, now let's see exactly how it plays. But presumably it goes in full TP. Okay, which I think it's going to do. Yes, it's already done beautifully, as you can see. So this is, we lost a -1 twice, but then we won a 2.5. So technically we're about break even now, right? So we've not lost or made any money. Okay. Now at this point, we're in a zone where it can come down. Okay. So if anything, we're looking for potential sells. Believe it or not. So we have this break up, this breakdown, and now we're looking for a retest. What do we get? This liquidation, right? We'll move this breakdown. So we retested. We're retesting this again. So if we break this zone, we sell, and we sell. Okay. And where's our stop loss? Right here. And where's our target? Now again, if we use exactly what we were doing before, where is it gonna hold likely? Right. Most likely here. Okay. I think it might grab liquidity, but let's just see. Now price comes down, almost stops us. Now it comes and stops us back out. So in fact, we were a bit wrong. It came into this zone, and then it fucked. Okay. So again, what was this? These zones. Now if we just pay attention, okay, we're at this level. Okay, so these areas where we could potentially sell from, but we don't sell into this bullishness because we know we just don't. Why? Right? I don't trade the S&P 500, but I just know how it moves. Right? We have this break above. We could definitely be buying at this point, taking price higher, which it's gonna do, and then yeah, grab liquidity. Okay, break down. But again, we're still bullish. You need to remember this. Right, so if we're in this POI, which I think it will come down more personally, just by what I'm seeing. So break up, this break down, this break up, and then this break down. Okay, right here. Now do we get a stronger close? Yes, we do. And again, this would have been our protected high, and then what? This, I mean, probably, just looking, this break. So if anything, we're still looking to take to probably this low, like we did earlier. Right, so let's see how it plays. Right, almost stops us out, almost, keyword almost, and then it comes straight down, and that's a 1 to 5, okay? So we're already in profit by about 3%, okay? 3% on account, depending on account size, can be good, right? So what do we have now? We have this another huge liquidation, but again, potential buys. We're getting a retest into the zone now. How does it react? A buy. Now, as we just follow everything, we will begin to just see more and more how things can basically develop when it comes to trading. right? But again, there goes 4 TP. Not because I'm lucky, but because I knew it was going to go up. Make sense? Now, what do we get? A retest. This break up equal highs potentially. Break down. Okay, so we could already be shorting this with this being our high and what this being our target, and let's see how it plays. Okay, it comes down beautifully. At this point, we just pay attention. We're not looking to probably take it too low, so again, we'll probably just, I mean, we're looking to liquidate this, but we'll also probably take it to this. It's just 1 or 2, okay? We want another one. Potential buys from here as well. Break down, break up, break down. So we can buy. Okay? And I'm not, look at that, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just doing exactly what I see. Okay? Take it to this high. Right? And what happens? It comes to this high. Right? It's all about getting from certain zones to some other ones, and that's the 1 to 2.8. Okay? Now what are we looking for? Well, from here, potential buys. Do we get it? Get some liquidations. Right? So we get this pullback, this retest, so it could be basically from here. Right? And I'd probably have, if anything, I'd have this as my stop loss, and I'd have this is my target, which is 1 or 2, and that doesn't hit. Okay, so that's a last one. Who really cares, because we've only made maybe 6% profit already now, including my losses. Yes, come down. Potential buys. Okay, why are we looking for buyers from here, you might ask? Well, it's quite simple. Demand that pushes price up. This created basically this breaking structure over here, so buys, that's why. Okay, we're going to be patient, we're going to wait for a retest, and then potentially our entry confirmations. We don't get it, so we need to go buy. And luckily we didn't, because it broke this low, so again we could be looking for what? Sells now. So break down, break up, break down. Okay, now we're going to wait for another candle. Retest. Beautiful. And that's what we wanted. Wanted this up move. Let's break down. And then what we're going to get for the next candle. That is what I wanted. Okay, and this is our entry. And then our target. Again, we're looking for sales. It's going to probably, first target's going to be here. Okay, so 1.1767. Now, it goes the opposite way. Happens. Perhaps it's because we broke this structure here. That makes more sense actually. Yeah. But the point is, you know, if I was just actually paying more attention, I would have been able to take that trade. Ah, fuck, my shoulders. Shoulders? No, my arms. Okay. But yeah, if I was looking at this, I'd be looking for buys from here or here. But instead, I was going to sell for no reason. You know what I mean? So it's always about paying attention. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything. But yeah. Another video here. Hope it was a fun video, and I'll see you motherfuckers tomorrow. So peace out.